Vayechulu hashamayim v'haaretz.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. That verse speaks about the need for us as human beings to know one another.
You know, we're cousins, we're brothers, but we're from quite a dysfunctional family.
I am an Imam working with the prison service, and I'm very much involved in interfaith, particularly of how to bring the Muslims and Jewish communities to a more fruitful dialogue.
Ma, the vows. Ma-ma-do. Nathan and Mamadou. I grew up in London and I'm a rabbi. I left university in the summer of 2001. I decided that I wanted to be a chess player first and foremost, and so I moved to Budapest. But at a certain moment, I realized that I wasn't going to become the next grandmaster. Life is bigger than 64 squares.
The first time I came to contact with a Jewish person was Rabbi Nathan himself, who was trying to find a teacher to teach him Arabic language. And I remember so vividly when he walked out of the college and one of the administrators said that, well, I'm glad that we told him that the class is full.
Yeah, they told me there weren't spaces on their courses to teach me, which was a bit disappointing. But then suddenly this Imam popped up, Imam Bokum, Mamadou, who said, yeah, okay, I can teach you if you want. Dod.
No, Dod. Yeah, Dod and Dod and Ayn.
Yeah, I remember I had trouble with Ayin.
And Ayn.
Mamadou is a very stern, very strict teacher, very patient, but kind of very meticulous, especially in pronunciation. But we became friends.
That the food of the Ahlul Kitab, which is the Jews and the Christian, is halal to me. Your kosher becomes automatically halal to me.
It may look like we don't share meals, that he doesn't eat very much and I've taken his plate, but we've shared a number of meals over the years.
Wonderful. Yeah. When they learned that I, in fact, was in touch with Nathan, we used to go and play football, and then he used to come to my flat, and I used to go to their flat. Some find that very shocking.
Yeah, Mamadou has a problem in that he's a supporter of Manchester United, which was all very well in the years when they were winning, but now seems to be more difficult. And
the thing that bothers me the most is that he's supporting Chelsea.
So Molenbeek, as my wife told me, Molenbeek is a great place for jihadists and artists.
I work in a prison where I do classes with people who have been convicted of terrorism. These are people who their understanding of the text in a way led them to commit an act of terror.
Yeah, I think Mamadou has a much more difficult job than I do, in that he works day to day with the top terrorists in the UK. I'm not sure that's something I could do or would even want to do. My work is very much with the Jewish community, teaching kids the Shema, preaching, visiting people when they have new babies or when they're sick. There's a kind of gentle side to my work, and to be face to face on the front line against terrorism, protecting the country. That's something I admire Mamadou for his work. And Dominique Saperier, Alexandre Stones, they were working in the museum as volunteers. And as you say, victims of a cowardly murder by a terrorist in this place. May 24th, 2014. This guy comes in with a gun and just shoots.
Was he a Muslim?
Yeah, he was Muslim. The special thing about Belgium for Jews and Muslims is that many Muslims come here from Morocco, and they're living here now. And also, in fact, many of the Jewish community came here after the war from Morocco too. You see? It has to be white with blue stripes, and the most important is the tassels.
This blue, you said? Blue stripe?
This is the blue stripe, yeah, white.
But why this one is black?
You can have black stripes as well. And yeah, the main thing is these tassels to remember the commandments.
5 daily prayers a day, you know, it's still too hard for us.
It's a lot. So we have 3. We have the morning prayer, the afternoon prayer, and the evening prayer. And it still feels like a lot.
In the past, we did live together in Spain, in the Middle East, and many other places. And that is what we want to bring today, is to how to bring Muslims and Jews to understand that we have more the things that unite us than divide us.